Hello, all you wonderful Rise of Kingdoms players out there. This is Dragothien here. Today we're going to be talking and ranting a little bit, hopefully, fruitfully, about some changes that I think need to be made in the game to make it better, to make it more rewarding, to make it more valuable to you, the player. You're putting money into the game, whether you're not, you are. 0 to however much you put into the game. There's value to be had, and it's funny because there's fixes that we're going to talk about in this video that are already in the game and can be used to make this game better tenfold, less stressful, less less angering. I don't know what the right word is, but there's things in this game, right, that annoy you, and a lot of them have to do with rewards. And I wanted to wait until today to do this video because I have the wheel up in front of me, and we also have the MGE up in 1916. Of course, we also have this in all the other kingdoms that we're in. And then all of you watching also have these in your own kingdoms. So I have my main account here in Kingdom 1916. This is the Alex wheel. I don't need the Alex wheel. However, I would spin it if there was more value, but I don't want to spin an Alex wheel and land on Alex sculptures when I already have extra Alex sculptures. Or maybe I have a couple. But you get my point. There's no value for me here. It's very, very unlikely for me to hit the 15-hour generic speed up every single time, or the training speed up every single time, or a resource every single time, or the universal or the star. I'm going to land on some Alex sculptures. I'm going to land on building speed ups specifically, as well as, dear God, research speed ups. There's fixes for this. This is a problem. This is a problem. This game has been out for over 2 years. We have things in the game called choice chests. Here's a resource choice chest. Here's a speed up choice chest. Hell, here's a commander sculpture choice chest. They're in the game. They're already here. This one's for the strategic reserve, okay? So they've already identified that maybe people have already maxed out Cleo. You don't need to be putting out Cleo every single time on strategic reserve. And we've got more legendary gathering commanders in the game, so why not throw them all into a choice chest? That way you can pick. That's a great idea. Why don't we use this everywhere? Why don't we use this everywhere? It makes no sense. So for instance, I'm not saying put Herald on 1916's wheel to be able to be used in the choice chest. Not saying that. I'm saying use whatever commander you have up to the point where you're at in your kingdom. So in this case, the wheel specifically would be a huge value because there's people who want to max Richard, who want to max YSG, who want to max Genghis, who want to max Alex, that can't because they missed the Richard wheel, or they only spun once because they didn't have a whole lot of money to put into the game, and now they've become bougie and they've got a little extra cash to throw around, and now they wanted to get that Richard maxed out, but now they've got to use universals instead of using their money on the wheel, which is really a good value if you're building your account, or if you're maxed. This is really the cheapest way to max out a legendary commander because universal sculptures by themselves are very expensive, or you got to wait for an event, which takes a long time, and who wants to wait? So here's the fix. MGEs as well, and I'll go over that in a second, but wheel commanders, instead of it being an 8 specific for Alex, it should be an 8 choice chest up to Alex. So for wheel commanders, this should be a chest that can give you the choice of Richard, YSG, Genghis, or Alex. That's the way it should work. You should be getting 8 of them. Same thing with this one. You should be getting Richard, YSG, Genghis, or Alex. For this one, again, if we're at Herald, you should be getting everything up to Herald as a choice for you to pick, so that you can effectively target the commanders that you want to target and max without having to use universals and spend God knows how much money to try and put into the universals for that commander that you want. Whereas if you're not an archer commander and you don't want to have anything to do with Tamiris, or you don't want to have anything to do with Ramses or with Cyrus, or whichever one is the wheel commander, I don't remember, you can skip those and then go back and go after the infantry commanders that you haven't maxed yet, or the cav commanders that you haven't maxed yet, or a garrison commander that you haven't maxed yet. Easily doable. And that's just for the sculptures. Guess what, folks? I just told you we've got resource choice chests. Why aren't these resource choice chests? This makes no sense. And dear God, the speed ups. Make this, please, make this for level 4 choice speed up choice chests. Please make this for level 4 speed up choice chests. I can't tell you how many times I've spun a 3600 gem spin and gotten 2 building speed up sets and research speed up sets. All of them, 5. All 5, all speed ups I don't need because I'm maxed out, and I've been maxed for 2 years on this account. I can't tell you how many times. It's insane how many times. Either make them universal, or I think more importantly, make them choice chest speed ups. So you can pick between building, training, and research, whatever you need. So wherever your account's at on its growth pattern, right, or on its growth path, you can pick. And I need research speed ups right now because I'm growing and trying to get T5. Bam. There's your choice chest. Hey, I need training speed ups because I don't need building or research because I'm already maxed out. Well, hey, bam. There you go. You're good to go. You don't have to make them generic, although that's basically what it's doing, right? But this way, at least, you get value on every single thing that you can land on the wheel. We're spending too much gems to land on something that we don't need. It's just, and we all know, right? We all know this is not random. This isn't random. This is not random. This isn't random, okay? If it was actually random, we'd be getting so many more 8s. It would be insane. If you look at the 2% here, you spend 180 times, 10% would be 18 times you're going to land on that. So 1% would be 1.8. So you should land on this at least 3 times. Every set of 3 spins. More often than not, 1 time is usually where I land out of 180 some spins. That's ridiculously low. So this isn't random. It's not random. It's not a wheel. It's not random. It's not a wheel. It's not random. This is just stacked up to where you can get some of the stuff that you want, but the majority of the junk that you're going to get is building speed ups and research speed ups when you're maxed out. I guarantee you. That's been my experience. Same thing for here. Again, you've got the 4th one here. Half of this I don't even need. Building speed ups, research speed ups. Don't need them. Make all this choice. Same thing here. Make all this choice. It doesn't make sense not to. Okay? And again, I don't need any wheel commanders up to this point, but maybe there's some max players out there that do. Like, say they didn't max out their Richard or they didn't max out their Genghis. They could then spin this wheel, spending more money into the game, which is what Lilith wants, right? I mean, these are people I work for. I am a sponsored content creator for Rise of Kingdoms and Lilith. This is a constructive criticism, suggestion fix, okay? This fix helps Lilith make more money. This fix helps the players in the game get rewarded more for the money they're spending. That's the wheel, okay? MGE, same thing. Same thing. Look at this. Everything else is choice, basically. You got a resource pack choice, universals, speed ups. Make the sculptures choice, okay? Now, this is obviously the first non-gold key commander, so it's not really as important now. But once you start getting into, I mean, even Constantine, or you go farther down the line, you want to get, let's see, you want to get, I don't know, Guan. No, Guan's on the wheel too. Leo, or, you know, farther down the line, you want Theodora and Zenobia. There's tons of commanders before that people want to max with MGE, but they can't because they either weren't in the set of people that could win that particular MGE. Attila is another one, obviously. Or they just weren't in the right place at the right time, and they came to a kingdom late, and they missed 2 or 3 MGEs in that kingdom. Making this a choice chest up to the point in the kingdom that you're at allows those players to get back into the game, back into the MGE, and if you're on Zenobia and you really wanted to max out Leo, or if you really, which I'd rather have Zenobia than Leo, but that's not the point. If there's a commander before that you didn't get or you needed to get, you can do that. You can do that. And even more so if you get third place, right? Third place gets you 60 sculptures. If there is 6 MGE commanders that you have not unlocked, that's 6 new commanders that you've now unlocked, and you'll get the Writer of History bundle for 6 commanders, and I guarantee you people are going to buy those 6 Writer of History bundles, right? So that's really the fix. There's no reason why this shouldn't be in the game, especially for Mightiest Governor and for the Wheel. There's also just the generic events, right? Like Golden Kingdom is mostly choice, although this is random, which is not as bad as the, because we're not talking about things that you can't use. All this stuff is usable for the equipment, but things like like this. I mean, these could even be choice chests for resources. These could be choice chests for speed ups and resources. These are the small things, right? But where I really want this change to take effect, and I've saved the best for last, is right here. These should be choice chests. The reward list, ugh, nightmare. It's all equipment. The rewards for these are specific, right? And they're set. They can't change. They're always this way. From day one, these are what you get. In Kingdom day one, if you open a gold key, this is your option of things to open up, okay? So whenever I open up a gold key, let's see if I get anything good. Of course I didn't. On the off chance that we get a legendary commander at some point this year, right? It's not going to happen. This is all random, by the way. Super random. Could have kind of made the point with the epic commander. So this is 10 epic sculptures, right? For Kusunoki. This should be a 10 epic commander choice chest. This should be a 10 epic sculpture choice chest. This should be a 2 epic commander choice chest. But really and truly, the main reason you would want it to happen, assuming I get something that's legendary in here. My goodness. There we go. 2 legendary commander choice chest. Sculpture. 2 sculpture, legendary commander chest. Instead of it being Julius, which I already have maxed, you can see I have 175 extra on top of the 690 that went into him. And there's no event in the game to trade these in other than Past Glory, and that's a waste because you can do it. You can max it out on. I mean, I max mine out on epics and advanced commanders. I don't even need to touch my. I'm sorry, advanced and elite. I don't even need to touch my epics or my legendaries to get max rewards and 18,000 extra for the compensation chests. Make these choice chests, and again for the gold key. Make them gold key choice chests. So only gold key commanders can be summoned with this. And I think this makes even more sense with the addition of all the gathering legendary commanders that we've got. And Mulan. I can't tell you how many gold keys I've opened. Here, I'm going to get to 400 gold keys right here. And I'm going to open them all. Okay. Let's see how many Mulan sculptures I get. There's 3 right there, of course. But this is my point. Like, I could have 9, or I can have 7 Mulan sculptures right now instead of 3, because of the way this is already set up, right? But I'm going to open 400. I'm going to open 400 gold keys. And let's see how many Mulan sculptures I get. 400. I saw 110. So 110. There's a 10 and there's 20. So 30 Mulan sculptures out of 400 gold keys. But, I mean, look at how many actual legendary sculptures we got. 10, 20, 50, 80, 100, 110 just in the statues. plus the sculptures here, you've got 13, 28, 40, 60, 80, 112, 122, 126, 146. 146 plus 110? That's almost a third. That's over a third of maxing Mulan with 400 gold keys instead of me just having 30, which is barely a skill. I might be able to level a skill up. Let me go see if I can. That's not Mulan. She got a lot more masculine. There we go. So I just got enough to do one more skill. It was a good skill, though. I like that one. But you get my point. This should be a universal choice chest. In the tavern, in the gold key system here, this should be a universal choice chest. And equipment. Equipment should also be choice chests instead of random blueprints, in my opinion. That's taking it a little farther, I think. But I mean, look, I'm going to open this up, right? These could be choice chests. This could be choice chests like we already have in the game. I mean, this would fix everything, in my opinion. This would fix all the rewards. Any type of reward where we're like, oh my goodness, we just don't need that. Or I don't want to have 500 years worth of research speed ups. And I mean, I guess Lilith's fix for the research speed ups being excessive in the game is Heroic Anthem. I mean, my main in 307, I've got like 10, 15 years of research speed ups. I can do 10 Heroic Anthems maxed out without a research buff and still be fine. That's not fixing it. And then for those that don't have the reserves of research speed ups that those of us that have been playing the game for 2 years have and have been pumping a ton of money into the game, that's crippling. That's crippling for their growth. That's crippling for their development. That shouldn't be the fix. The fix should be universal choice chest for speed ups, for resources, and for gold heads, gold sculptures in all the events. That way you can go after an event, get what you want, and Lilith is still making money. Like, they're still making the same money. In fact, this, I would argue, would make them more money if they did it this way. And you would get what you want. The player base would be more happy because they would be getting more value for something they should already be getting in the first place. Let's be honest, right? We should be getting a lot better drop chance on these golden chests than what we get. I just burned 400 gold keys and got 30 sculptures of the commander that I wanted. And you need almost 700 to max a commander, guys. That's over 10,000. Over 10, and I've already done a video on that. You can go check out the video on how many keys does it take to max a commander from 0 to max expertise using gold keys only. I think we ended up figuring it out. It's almost 12,000 gold keys. And that's from start, right? So it shouldn't take that many. It really shouldn't take that many. And there's nobody in the game short of players of the Baba Maverick caliber, right, that are pumping money into the game just to get gold keys so that they can max those Mulans without using universals. Usually, those same players are just pumping universals into gold key commanders because they really don't care. And that's not going to change. What will change is players like you and me, or players that are growing their account still, getting more value for your investment. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope the developers see this and implement it, because again, you already have the stuff in the game. It's not that hard. Replace this with the specific stuff on the wheel. Make a level 4, pick one. It probably already is one. I just already used them all. Replace this with the building and research and training speed ups on the wheel. Replace this with any type of gold sculpture reward setup, whether it be, I mean, this could be for the events, this can be for, and again, you already kind of have that with some of the events, with like the holiday events for universals. This could be a universal choice chest, whatever you want to call it. I just don't want to see what I just showed you guys on the 400 gold key opening, where I got almost 300 gold sculptures, but only 30 are what I needed for my account. As you max stuff, it should either drop off the loot table, or, again, the easier and quicker fix is just to use something you already have in the game. Commander, Sculpture, Chest. Pick what you want. Pick what you want. And please, hey, on the fly, just thinking, right? Instead of waiting for Ethelfled to be replaced on the expedition shop, right? Everybody's got her maxed. I'm pretty sure they know. I mean, people who started a few months ago have her maxed. Make this a choice chest. Make it a choice chest. It's not that hard. I guarantee you people would be all over it. They would love it. And don't make it a choice chest between Ethelfled and some, gatherer or something. Make this a choice chest. A proper choice chest. Alright, that's it. That's all I got. Rant off. Everything's random, right? This is not random. Card King's not random. The probabilities are a joke. At least make them choice chests so that we get value on everything we land on. That's the last thing I'll say. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please leave some comments in the comment section below. If you agree with me, say, yay, Drago, thanks. Or if you want to add some things, say, hey, Drago, I forgot about this. I'll comment. If you disagree with me, I'd be shocked. But if you do, put them in the comment section below. Tell me why. Why would this be a bad idea? Because I haven't found the bad idea on it yet. Same thing with the blacksmith shop. Don't make me choose. Just have one thing, crank it out, and that way I can pick when I need it. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. All right. Cheers. Have a good one. Take care.